Okay, so we're still working on exam prep 10.3 and we're just looking at question 4. So jumping into question A, we're looking at determine the number of edges needed to make a complete graph with 10 vertices. So we come back to this little formula here. So I'm just going to rewrite that. So we're looking for the number of edges. So we're looking for E edges will be equal to n multiplied by n minus 1 all over 2. So scroll down a bit further. So it's got 15 vertices. So n is equal to 15. So 15 multiplied by 15 minus 1 all over 2. So we come to 15 multiplied by 14 all over 2, which gives us 210 divided by 2. It's terrible to be working sideways in maths. Down is always much better, but of course I'm running out of room. And that gives us 105. So a complete graph that has 15 vertices will mean that we have 105 edges. So that's part A. Okay, so part B is actually quite difficult in my opinion. So we're looking for a complete graph that has 66 edges. So we're trying to find out how many vertices it has. So we've been given the number of edges, which is 66, and that's going to be equal to n multiplied by n minus 1 over 2. So you can go through and work that out. So it's going to be, it is a bit of a grueling process. Good to practice that though, if you want to. Otherwise, I just sort of innately went, well, I kind of know that 11 goes into 66. So then 11 plus 1, because we've got this minus 1 over here, will give me 12. So then I went through and I just tried it out with the formula. So 12 multiplied by 12 minus 1 all over 2. So we'll be looking at 12 multiplied by 11 all over 2. So of course 12 multiplied by 11 gives us 132. Divided by 2, that's a 2, not a 3, does in fact give us our 66. So unless they're going to be absolute dogs, excuse the language, and make you go through the whole algebraic process and actually test your algebra skills rather than your network skills, it should be something that is kind of innate like this number. So 66, you're sort of thinking, well, what's it going to be? Maybe divisible by 6, so it would be 7 for n. Go through and try it. So it's going to be something that doesn't have many factors in it. You've got to hope, but that's how I went through and did that one. Just like to try to keep it simple. It's not always about making it complicated. Because don't worry, I jumped on Google. We all do sometimes. So then let's look at C. So at a maths conference, we've got a group of 10 professors that all shook hands with one another. So what was the number of handshakes? So again, the number of handshakes is going to be the edges. So it's that formula again where we've got E is equal to, that's a bit thin, E is equal to n multiplied by n negative n minus 1 over 2. So we know that there are 10 professors there. So n is equal to 10. So 10 multiplied by 10 minus 1 over 2. So, of course, 10 multiplied by 9 over 2. So we've got 90 divided by 2 gives us 45. So handshake's going to be 45. So hope that makes sense so far. In 2013, 4 teams played a round robin competition where each team played every other team once. So again, a complete graph. There were 6 teams in the round robin competition. Okay, so, all right, so first up, information. So 2013, 4 teams played. In the year previous, so 2012, there were 6 teams. So then it wants us to calculate the number of matches played in 2012 and 2013. So really read that question and make sure you know what you're on about. So I'm going to go with my 2013 first, because it's the first part of the question. So 2013 is equal to 4 teams played, so 4 minus 1 over 2. So 4 multiplied by 3 all over 2. 4 multiplied by 3, of course, is 12, divided by 2 is 6. So there were 6 competitions in 2013. So then if we go back to the previous year, which will be 2012, there were 6 teams then. So we've got 6, remember that n multiplied by n minus 1, so 6 multiplied by 6 minus 1 over 2 equals 6 times 5 over 2. So that will give us, so 30 on 2, which gives us 15. So 15 games. So if it is a short answer question like this, be sure to be writing something along the lines of therefore in 2012 15 games were played, blah, 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 blah. Therefore, in 2013, so these 3 triangles mean therefore, in 2013, 6 games. So if it is a short answer, go into detail, write it all out, spell out your findings, but do include your working out. So that is exam prep 10.3 question 4. Hope that's all made sense. Don't be afraid to Google. What I actually did to double check some of the findings was I used an app called Photomath. So it will actually, where's the camera? You actually just take a photo of the working, of the question, and it will show you all the working to solve it if you ever get stuck. So you can't use it in an exam, but it might just give you the steps that you need to get there. So hope that helps.